y'all, this is Jen with Sassy Southern Girl, and this is hashtag 10 Minute Tuesday, and I am 3 weeks behind y'all. So, I'm going to do two of the three. There's the one I just do not have time for this week. So, I am going to combine it with next week's because I think I can. Okay, so the ones I missed are from April 18th, where you use sand or stone. 425 was the altered Dollar Tree item, which I will do at a later date, hopefully next week. And today's 5-2 was the portion of a photo. And then next week, 5-9 is going to be something using a sewing notion or notions. So, what I thought I would do for this, and I'm not starting my time yet because I want to explain. So, Dollar Tree has this bag of decorative accent stones. Don't know why they look like that on the package because they're all like this. But anyway, I found two big ones, and there's a couple in here that are big and flat that you could use. This one might actually even be better. It just depends on what you want to put on it. If you don't mind it being smaller, there are smaller ones, not that one. There are smaller ones in here, but I picked a couple of big ones because I'm going to paint them. And then I want to put something on them. And then this is a picture. You guys might recognize this a little bit. It is in my intro to my videos. I actually took this picture. I took that video, and it is the last time I went to the beach before COVID, back in 2019 with my mom and my oldest son. And so I am going to use this for something. I'm not sure what yet. So I'm going to gather my supplies, and I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, so I am using this folk art metallic rose gold acrylic paint that I got on clearance at Hobby Lobby. It looks like that, if you can see it, and I'm going to go ahead and paint one side of these rocks so that they can be drying while I start the other project, which is going to be because this is probably going to take a couple of coats. But for once, I kind of wanted to do everything on camera for y'all because usually I like do some of the harder stuff off camera. So, but like we've said before, this is really not about, I mean, it kind of is, like, it's fun to finish something in 10 minutes, but it's not really about that. It's really more about just getting us to craft, right? So I'm going to move this over here to dry for a few minutes while I work on the next thing. So, because I don't know, this may not even turn out. I might should have done chalk paint on it first. Okay, so I decided for this, I'm going to make a journaling card, and I'm going to use this picture and some embellishments to do so. So this is a half a piece of a paper pad that I got at Dollar Tree, and I think the top part, what's the top part say? I have it right back here. Hold on. It's this magnetic one. It says Stay Wild at the top, and then the bottom says Moonchild. And all my stamps just came out, yeah. That I had stuck in there. I'll just put that there for now. Okay, so anyway, I am using the bottom part because I used the top part to send a note to somebody in Happy Mail. And since the moon is in this, and I love the moon, I'm going to use it because I'm going to use this as a personal journaling card. So I'm just backing it on some thin chipboard that I got on clearance at Hobby Lobby. I have really been using this a lot. Normally what I was using before was just like cardboard from like food packages, because I mean it went dirty, like for pasta and different stuff like that, and rice and things like that don't get dirty. And I was just using that cardboard to back things because you're covering it, so it doesn't really matter what's on it, right? But since I have this, I'm going to use it. Okay, so I backed that, I glued that down to that. I am going to round the corners, y'all. So I really want to use the whole picture, but it says to use a portion of a picture. So I'm going to somehow tear this, but I want the moon in the picture. So, oh, I don't know if it's going to tear. I might have to cut it. Because I printed this with my, ooh, that's not, I wonder if I can grungy it up. So I used my Polaroid Zip little printer thingy, this little thingy, which I have to order some paper for it because I know I have some somewhere, but I can't find it, and honestly I just don't have the time to look for it right now. But this doesn't rip. I mean, it's not paper. Boo. Okay, well, I mean, I'm only supposed to be using a portion of it anyway, but I kind of wanted to like rip pieces of it off. I kind of want to puff it up a little bit, but I don't know. I wanted to use this, and I want to use this one that says "By the Sea," and these are stickers I got back at Joann forever ago when I worked there, and all this is a picture. Like it's like a little Polaroid, and it has like the finish of a Polaroid, but honestly I think they just took some kind of glossy something or another and put it over that. And this is like white cardstock. They popped a sticker pop thing on it, put a paper clip, and this little thing that says "By the Sea." You could totally make this, y'all. So I kind of want to use that, but that's already popped up. So, but I also need room to write. So I think maybe we'll do it like that. And then I can write over here. And on the back, sorry y'all. Ooh, I had a yawn. Maybe there. And then I can write on the side and on the back. But honestly, y'all, you could do this with any kind of picture. It doesn't have to be an actual picture. It could be a magazine picture. You could take a magazine. So when I was in high school, I took an art class because it was required. And my art teacher was a twin. And he was very, very, very smart, very educated. And I'm almost convinced he was crazy. Like, for real crazy. But he had a twin who we never met, and he was injured somehow, and he walked with a cane, and he still, even with his cane, he had a It's very hard to describe. He's no longer with us. He passed away. Oh, shoot. He passed away some time ago. Sorry, y'all. I gotta let the glue heat back up. But in his class, I thoroughly enjoyed it, even though he was super weird. And funny story, if you wanted to go to the bathroom, you had to say, may I go to the bathroom? Because if you said, can I go to the bathroom? He would say, without fail, I don't know, can you? So if you didn't say, may I go to the bathroom? He would retort that, and he would just stare at you. And he had this kind of like old school mustache. You know, the like really thin, long one that kind of goes like that. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? I'm a terrible artist. But, and he would play with the ends in his fingers. Like, he would take his fingers and go like that on the ends of his mustache. And just look at you. I'm telling you, he was unique, for sure. But he was awesome. His name was Mr. Minga. But anyway, back to the story that I totally drifted away from. So he made us, for one project, we had to pick a picture out of a magazine, and we had to cut it down the middle, and then we had to draw the other half. I'll never forget agonizing over those magazines, trying to pick the perfect picture because I wanted it to be cool, right? And I think I actually did a couple. Like, I feel like I did one of like that melted clock that's really popular. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? If I can find a picture of it, I'll put it up in the air somewhere here. But that, and then I did some kind of weird mismatched thing that was like a gazillion different colors. I don't know. But it was fun, you guys, because you could make it, like, of course I tried to duplicate it exactly because I didn't really get it. But you could have made that other half anything you wanted to, right? So it was the coolest project. And when I saw this, that's what I thought of. But I just don't have that kind of time, y'all, to do that. But, like, I'm going to do that at some point in my art journal, which I'm going to get back into my art journal, too, because it is such a release. And I cannot draw, y'all, to save my life. But it's not about that. It's about putting pretty things on the page that make you happy to look at. Like, it doesn't have to be a drawing. It can be magazine pictures, like a glue book, or it could be stickers, or it could be a song, like the words to a song, or it could be a quote, or it could be just a picture, like a real picture, or it could be a picture and then like a journal entry. You could put a bunch of washi tape down, or you could glue a coloring page to it and color that, or you could do 100 million different things. You could swatch your markers or your paints or your crayons or whatever. I mean, there's so many things you could do. You could stamp all over the page. And basically, I just bought an art book, like a sketchbook, but one with like thicker pages. And I really want to get back into it. And one of my sisters actually got me to even do one. Like, I'd never done one ever. And so I did one, and then I never did another one for like years, like literally years. And then I got into it again for a little bit, and then, you know, life and moves and projects, and yeah, you guys, I might have to come back on this. But basically, I'll tell you what I was gonna do, and then maybe by the time I have to put this video up, I'll have finished it, and I can just like do it like a little show and tell. But basically, you just want to cover the rock completely. so that you don't see any of the stone on all sides. And then you can decorate it like what I really wanted to do, but I can't find it and I don't have time to look for it before this day is up, is I wanted to find some of my rub-on things from Dollar Tree and do that, like some of the more vintagey ones, because there's a lot of smaller ones on there that I could have rubbed on here, but I can't find them. So my other thought was maybe I could put like this little compass on here to go with like this to kind of remind me not to lose my way, or like a star or a moon. On this, there's these butterflies that would fit on there, or at least one of them. Yeah, that one would probably fit, and that one kind of matches, but that little green one would. Or I could cut the daisies and put those on there. I mean, there's a million things. You could put gemstones on them. I have these that everybody hauled forever ago that I've never used, and I've just been hoarding them. I could put those hearts on there. Oh, there's so many things. So that was my thought for that. They're really too small to put a quote, but I guess you could. You could print it out really small and put a quote on it. This was not a good idea, y'all, to try to do for 10 Minute Tuesday, but it was all I could think of right now. And I don't really want to play with sand in my house, although I do have some. Because if you don't know, I have a lot of beachy type stuff in my house. And I do have like some decorative pieces with candles in it with like sand and other stuff, seashells and... Alright, so back to this, because I'm not going to be able to finish that right now. But anyway, you get the drift of what that was about. Okay, so my hot glue is ready, so I'm going to finish this. Oh, sorry about that, y'all. Almost gave me a heart attack. I accidentally, when I grabbed the glue gun, I pulled it on top. I have my charger plugged in, and I pulled the glue gun on top of the charger, and it pulled the camera forward. Sorry, I'll cut that out. You won't see that, but you'll hear me talking about it. So anyway, I'm going to glue this on. And in my drawer, I believe I have these silver starfish that I'm thinking about putting on there as well. And you could always take this off if you wanted to do something else, but I like it. And then have some moons and stars. Well, I only have one moon and one star over here because those are in a different container. These stars are stars I got from Hobby Lobby, but these I got in Germany. But honestly, I don't want to put too much on here because I want it to go in a journal, but I mean, I've already got that on there, so what's one more thing puffed up, right? So I'm going to use this glue for this, because the hot glue will make it puff up more. And I'll let this dry overnight. Or maybe I will use hot glue. I guess we'll see if that don't dry by tomorrow. that's not going to work. Did I turn that off? Yeah. Just making sure I turn my glue gun off because I'm not going to use it anymore after this, at least right now anyway. Thank goodness this glue don't dry very fast, because I'm having a hard time. Okay, there. So we got the moon and a star and the ocean. And then I can go back in my photos and see exactly what day this was, because they're stored in my, as I was saying, they are stored in my Google Photos. Note to self, do not plug your phone in while you're recording. And I will do a little blurb about this trip to the beach. Oh my goodness. Ay, 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 ay. I'm gonna have to use the tacky glue. And I'm okay with that white spot being there, because there's white little dots anyway. Okay, then that'll dry clear. So there we go. So see, it doesn't always have to be an ATC or a card or a, I don't know, the same old I've been doing for the last couple of weeks. It can be something small, something little, something different. And I hope you guys got some inspiration from this. That's the whole reason that we do this. And I hope you guys will join in. I know it's kind of boring to join in when the host isn't even doing it, but I still enjoy seeing y'all stuff, because you do stuff that I wouldn't do, and I enjoy seeing what everybody is doing. So I hope you guys will join me next time, and remember, in a world where you can be anything, be kind, y'all. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Okay, guys, so here are my stones. Oops. I did go ahead and paint them. Let me turn it this way. I did go ahead and paint them, and then I just put this butterfly there painted on both sides in the rose gold. And then this one has the compass on there. So that is my 10-minute Tuesday. That was for the week of 4/18. And then this was the portion of my video for the week of 5/2. So I am 1 week behind. I need to do the Altar Dollar Tree item. And next week is sewing notions. Something with sewing notions. So I will maybe try to combine the two, or I'll do one on one day and one on another day. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll see you next time. Bye.